This is the Tier 10 American Collector HEAVIUM, the T95E6. It is a vehicle that has gotten drastically buffed throughout the course of the present update. It first got its PBR graphics, and now the vehicle looks 10 times better with the legendary camo as it did beforehand. And not only that, it did receive a little bit of some changes apart from its armor profile. The hatch now got a significant armor buff, so now you pretty much have to pen it using heat shells that are above 340 millimeters, along with the cheeks actually ending up getting a buff as well, to where you would also have to load premium in order to guarantee the pen on that. The reason why I'm talking about this vehicle is that it's currently listed as a Black Friday deal for a steal price of $15.99. Or if you want to get it on Wargaming's website for cheaper, it is $12.99. I would highly recommend to go and pick this bundle up, as the T95E6 is a very deadly hold down beast. Or if you want to try to attempt to test your luck, there is also a draw going on for the vehicle right now. Probably wouldn't recommend to do that, as it would probably cost you around 20 to 15,000 gold in order to complete the entire draw. That's pretty much just kind of a steal upon Wargaming's behalf. Not only that, you still have the combat stabilization feature that's present within this vehicle, which means that if you're at a speed no longer than 15 kilometers per hour, then that means that your aiming reticle will be decreased much faster than what it is when you're primarily relying on your dispersion and your aiming time factors along with that. The gun is actually fairly accurate as well. It does have 3.4 seconds of aiming time. For the purpose of that, I am running not refined gun, but the other enhanced gun length drive. So that really factors into the aiming time getting a bit of a decrease on this thing as well. So let's go ahead and perfect ourselves in a couple bits of gameplay here. I am going to be heading on with my M48, as it looks like that they do have just an M60 on the other team, although it's an evenly distributed matchup. However, the M48 is a far more superior tank than the M60 is, but I'm just going to keep on moseying on over with him anyways to give him a bit of support in case if he ends up losing against this M60, which, oh, never mind, it looks like the M60 is off towards the left side. That is pretty interesting. All right. Well, the thing we can do now is that we can mosey on up over the ridge line, see if we can peck some vehicles that are maybe poking the hillside over here. Alright, well, we already can spot the 114 SB2. They also have the 57 Heavy off in the back. Alright, not really able to spot anything right now. Maybe a tank off towards the side that is camping back here. I did end up getting spotted, so that's unfortunate. So I'm going to back on up a little bit. Alright, so we got the 114 SB2. It looks like he's going to poke on out. Alright, well, not necessarily the case. Oh, that's who spotted us. It was a T30. Alright, M48 gets a nice shot. I might as well do the same for 400. Alright, it's reloading once again, and we are going to be able to get another nice tap into the side of his vehicle, this time for 424. Alright, it's reloading once again. Let's see if we can maybe get another tap into this T30. We're going to have to load in heats. Unfortunately, not able to pen that. So, let's go ahead and reload one more time. Let's see if we can get a finishing clear into this stinker right over here. Unfortunately not, as he does back around off on the hill. Alright, so let's go ahead and mosey upwards over here towards the enemy Yo right here. See if we can get some nice pecks into him as well. There he is. Let's go ahead and wait till our reticle decreases to guarantee the shot for 402. The DPM of this thing is actually also insincerely crazy. I did spot a grill over to the side, speaking of that. I don't really know if that hit, but oh, never mind. Nope, it did not. Okay, that's unfortunate. So, we got the grill once again. Alright. Unfortunately hitting the house. Alright, well, that's not really the beneficial thing, especially when you're trying to poke over a hill and such. So we're just going to go ahead and mosey on through right in between this building right over here and see if we can deal with these enemies a little bit more. So let's kind of squeeze our way in, and there's the M60 right there. 472 tap into his vehicle. We're going to plop on their adrenaline just in case, and then we're going to go ahead and pop into the T57 Heavy. Okay, I kind of hesitated a little bit. So reloading once again. We also got the 114 SB2. Let's see if we can get a nice clear into him. There we go. Nice clear into the 114. We also got the M60 moseying on up again. Let's go ahead. Oh, nope, never mind. We got the 57 Heavy. Ah, man, that's just my RNG on its finest. So we got the M60 once again. He's sitting right here. But the good news is that we are able to finish him off lickety-split. We also got the grill off to the side. I'm going to kind of back on through a little bit. Let's see, is this grill... Yes, beautiful. All right, we did manage to do a very solid game in this one. Just breaking past, I think, 3,000 damage. At least that's what I hope, because I wasn't paying attention to the enemy's damage. Okay, well, that's kind of strange, but okay. I jinxed myself, but it was still 2,500 plus, so I can't really complain about that. We still managed to do a fairly solid result. Our team just was steamrolling the enemies like crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and plop on into game number 2 and see how we can fare well. The DPM factors of this vehicle is actually really crazy. I mean, you have like an 8-second reload time even when you are running your calibrated shells, which means that your pen factors are also sitting at 373 on your heat pen, which is actually just enough to butter through a ton of spaced armor. Not really the sides of it, but it's more over the front of vehicles, if that's how you want to put it. But anyways, here we go. Let's see what they got. They have a Stritzfon K. Oh, it's a 7.8 second reload time. Interesting. Well, if you wanted to run gun rammer on this thing, you get the reload down to 7.3. Anywho, we're going to hop on over with our TVP over here and support him. Anyways, a 57 heavy, a 113. Alright, so it looks like they have a pretty rat lineup. They have a 4005 as well, along with the XM. Alright, so I'm going to stay put right here for the time being and then just wait. Unless if I want to poke over that ridge line right there, but I don't really feel like playing aggressive at the moment. So, as I do want to wait and see if these guys are going to poke on out over to this side. Alright, so it looks like that we did wait just a couple minutes, or a couple seconds at that, so we should be alright. Alright, well we already got a 113 spotted off in the side, and we also got the XM off to the side. Let's see, we're going to plop ourselves over here, see what we can spot. Alright, so Yag is pretty much just going to be reliant based upon his super natural capabilities. I'm sorry, that was a little bit of a brain fart there. Anywho, alright, so we're going to mosey on through. It looks like we got the Stritzfong right out over here. Also got the 113 moseying on through. Not able to hit the Stritzfong, unfortunately. Let's just kind of wait it out right here. That Stritzfong might poke out once again. He's probably going to back on up, which it looks like that is going to be the case. Nice tap for 454. We're going to plop on our adrenaline real quick. We do got a solid HE into the rear. Okay, never mind. At least I thought I did. And of course, the shell goes high. We got the Sherry off to the back. And he tries to get a heat show into us, but unfortunately did not fly to where exactly he was aiming, it looked like, apart from that. So that's the beauty part of having buffed armor, or buffed cheeks, I should say, so apart from that. There's a nice tap into the Sherry before he ends up backing into cover. We also got the Stritzfong once again. He's aiming in on us, but not really nothing he can do when he's continuously backing on up like that. And he does get cleared apart from that. Alright, so looks like we have the opportunity now to deal with some of these enemies. So I'm just going to mosey on through over to the front line, see how I can fare well. So we're just going to mosey on through. Going to use our 10 degrees of gun depression right above beyond this ridge line right here. The Yag is making an aggressive maneuver. We got the Sherry up top once again. Nice! 427 into the rear of his turret. There we go. Alright, so reloading once again. Alright, not really going to do much more to the Sheridan. Alright, we're going to mosey on up, see if we can get a clear to the XM, though. Which looks like he is poking the side of his turret and not really eyeballing us at the moment. So we're going to get a nice clear into him. Okay, well, it didn't really count as our clear, but okay. Oh, thanks, Wargaming. Anyways, we got the grill off to the side. 207, but I can't complain. It's still a solid roll at that. So we're reloading once again. We're going to go right in behind these enemies right over here. Got the 4005 right there. 517 as he is not running Spall Liner at the moment. So let's go ahead and plop on our adrenaline once again and get some nice kerblunkers into this 4005. 528 into his vehicle. There we go. Nice solid roll at that. We also got the grill right off to the side. Let's go ahead and get a nice kerblunker for 527 as he is also not running Spall Liner. We're going to plop on over to the 57 Heavy right over here and get a nice tap into his rear, finishing him off. That is a much better demonstration for the T95E6, is that it can be a bit of a pest at the moment, considering that you basically have the maneuverability of that of a medium at that, and then a gun just basically combined with the heavy as well. So 3197 in this one, a much better performance apart from the first game, doing top on the team in the process. So let's go ahead and plop on into our third game and see how we can fare well apart from that. And just like that, that is a solid demonstration. You saw that the Sheridan was firing heats. It just goes to show that 350 millimeters of heat pen from a distance just really can't perfect any tanks that are trying to cut through the cheeks of this vehicle, as they do assume that they are still present within them, but they are minorly mistaken, especially for the matter that the hatch also got buffed along with it as well. So if you are using your 10 degrees of gun depression to your ability, no standard ammunition is really going to cut through it, as it's basically the same as that of an E3's hatch. Alright. Here we are in game number 3. It looks like that they have a M4, they have a Leopard 1 M60, Sheridan, and a T57 Heavy in terms of their mediums and their heavies. Alright, let's see where my team is going to go. Alright, looks like we got a couple others going over to the left. I'm going to follow the BZ and then poke over my favorite spot over in base D right over here. So let's go ahead and mosey on through. We are achieving our top speed, or almost our top speed. So, let's go ahead and plop ourselves along over here. See what we can do apart from that. Alright, let's see if any enemies are going to poke themselves out over here for the time being. Alright, we got an enemy in A, which means that some of them could be off towards the side. I don't know if anybody is going to poke out through over here. Alright, so, oh, we got an M4. Nice tap for 380 into the side of his vehicle. Alright. I don't know why that concept decided to want to just bunker himself out in the open. Alright, M4 fires, so let's go to mosey on up towards him. He is in a side scrape at the moment, but I can end up hitting that small little crevice on the side of his vehicle. Ah, just barely misses it. Okay, well, I know I can do that for a fact. Oh, interesting, and he decides to spot my hatch. Crazy. And he pins it in the spots where it originally would have been a bounce, but he did fire premium, as it did look apart from that. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and plop on over the ridge line right over here and then help out my guys. Got the M4 right there. There we go. That's what I tried to do in the first place. So, reloading once again. Let's go ahead and see if we can finish off this enemy M4. Unfortunately, he does angle at the last second, which is unfortunate. So, reloading again. Let's go ahead and see if we can pen that this time. 351 into his vehicle. Nice. All right. Reloading once again. Let's go ahead and see if we can finish this stink nugget off. Nice. All right. I had to wait till he angled over towards the left side of his tank, apart from where he was attempting to side scrape at. Alright, anyways, we got the Leopard 1 off to the side right over there. He gets kerblunkered by the BZ. So let's go ahead and mosey on through, use our solid maneuverability factors, and get the clear into him. Beautiful. Alright, so now I'm just going to head back over this way right over here and stick with my team, because that would be the better option to choose from instead of just going out and about in the open by myself. Looks like this is going to be our only loss at that. Not that it was primarily our fault, as we did manage to support our teammates pretty well. We got the 57 Heavy. That shell, I don't even know where the heck that flew in, interestingly enough. Alright, well, we got the 57 again. Not able to spot him at the moment again. He is going to back on up. That is a very interesting bounce. I don't really know how or why. We also got the M60 off to the side. Oh, I thought it was... Okay, well, that's kind of strange. Well, anyways, we got the M60 right along over here. Let's go ahead and perfect ourselves by clearing him. There we go. We got the Sherry off to the side. He's going to get a nice tap into us for 670. All right, so let's go ahead and... Nope, let's not poke that. That is unfortunate. We got the 183 off the back. 404 into his vehicle. All right. Let's just try to see if we can get as much damage into some of these guys as possible. We got the Sherry off to the side. He's not going to poke out once again, unless if he does. All right, come on, Sherry. There we go. Nice 430 shot into you. Let's just go into a scrape right here. Not that there's really anything that we could do apart from that. We were really the only tank that killed anybody apart from our team's behalf. It was just a matter of fact that our enemies just, or our allies could not really just hold off to the best of their ability, and that was a tragic defeat. But I can't complain. Another 2,600 damage. You can still put up fairly solid results with this vehicle just because of the fact that this thing has fairly solid DPM, a very hard-hitting gun. I mean, what more can you ask for apart from that? I would highly recommend, once again, to pick up the bundles, as it is a bit of a stealer price apart from Wargaming's behalf. So hopefully you guys did end up enjoying today's video, and if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and make sure to turn on those bell notifications while you're at it so you do not miss out on any new videos. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all.